you watch the ones I've done about the SS. You have SS, and here you have the Sassoon family, known as Rothschilds on the east, Baghdadi Jewish family, and then they had to move to Mumbai, India, then immigrated to China, England, other nations. So this Sassoon family, it's quite a big, they got a big family. You have this Jewish network. And of course, you know, if you're a Western person, you've definitely heard of Sassoon, as in when Vidal Sassoon was the haircutter, you know, the hairdresser. You've definitely heard of that. And also you would have most likely heard of the one who's the war poet. I think it's Wilfred Sassoon or something like that, but a war poet, right? Remember how the poetry was basically the stories, the first time of, you know, the communications through poetry, right? And so obviously when you had these war poets, they were bringing about the war idea, like in much the same way that, you know, you get news reports nowadays. See? So when you had these war poets, obviously the poetry is a lot more, you know, like a lot more, you got an erudite than a news report, but it's a lot more like sort of flowery language and all that. But it's basically the same thing. It's creating in the person's mind the idea of the war, like obviously. So the Sassoon, the war poet, was basically doing war hacks during the World War I period, right? And you see that in the married into the Rothschild, their family, right? So again, this Sassoon becomes a big name, you know, obviously a lot of, you know, the Rothschild one is a very famous type idea in all these conspiracies of now recent times. But the Sassoon, you know, it's just as equally in a big name. And again, they're basically to deal with India, you know, India and Iraq, you know. That's the Jewish Babylon idea, you know, is Iraq. So India is like pretty near the Babylon type of thing, you know. And again, you know, like these Sassoons, it could even be the Jews could very well come from India, you know, in the first place. Definitely alien to Europe. Like alien, the Rothschild, the alien, you know. So these are Rothschilds of the East. Very important thing to be aware of, like, especially with the day's Indian takeover, which you need no doubt aware of, like. As you see there, the Sassoons claim descent from the line of King David, and obviously the Jewish king, you know, like the Bible. So again, more Indian connections. So with this Sassoon, you've got 3 S's. So you've got a bit of a snake's hiss there, right? The code behind the name. An Indian merchant and banker born in Baghdad. This is quite a few of them called David, you know, the King David. The Jewish community in Mumbai. Obviously we're all aware of the idea that the English or the British went over to India, colonised the place, really. Well, straight away, you know, you're seeing this type of thing, and to me, that would make that very questionable, like, you know. If you already have people like this in place, right? You know, the idea about the British, we call it the British, but we had a Jewish network in Britain as well. You know, you had a Jewish upper class network in Britain, so again, you know, this to me would suggest it's just made up, you know, it didn't happen. You know, it's basically part of the white guilt and the blame the white man idea, and you know, this sort of idea of karmic retribution for colonisation that they seem to have, right? Again, you know, it seems to be just put in, you know, as a prefabricated, you know, thing in preparation of multiculturalism. We see the Ottoman Empire, which is that sort of Turkic empire. Again, that's Muslimic, right? So, you know, you've got links between India, Hindu, Jew, and Muslim stuff through these type of elite, as they call them, Jewish families, like these. You know, so, you know, as far as I can make out, the entire history would be made up. You know, it's garbage. You've got these type of families existing, and these branch across all these religious ideas. You know, but they're all essentially Jew. To me, I just, you know, just the whole history just falls to pieces, crumbles, like, you know, just crumbles. And India, China, and Japan sort of networks and all, so, you know, you're talking about this Jewish rule has been in place for a good, you know, 300 years or whatever. Anything before that, right? It's just garbage, you know. In fact, the stuff right of the time was garbage, you know. But you can just discount any history because these are the people who's in charge, right? And therefore, any of the type of historical ideas is going to be garbage because these are writing, basically. You know. You look at this sort of tale of that family and all this, and you see like, it's very similar to the Rothschild one, you know. Where the sons and the branch, the sons went to different parts of the world in order to, you know, like take over different parts of the world and all this. That's exactly the same as the Rothschild story. Yeah, I just didn't buy really, like, you know. These are becoming something of an ambassador's idea for the Jewish networks. Again, interesting now we've got the Moses, you know, we've got the King David idea, then you've got the Moses in Egypt. You know. So, you know, it's obviously very biblical, like. Bank do care, Cairo. Career, you know, when you have a career, it's based on Cairo in Egypt, you know. So again, you've got a Jewish link. You're talking about having a career, you know, building a career or something. You're talking about, you know, one of the Jews are the only ones entitled to have good careers and that, see what I mean? Unbelievable. See, a Sassoon, the devoted Zionist. Consider the British government as culpable. That's bullshit, because the British government is Jews just the same as what they were saying. It's the British people become something totally different to the British government, which is more Jews. And that always has been for about 300 years at least. Here's a Siegfried Sassoon, English war poet, decorated for bravery on the Western Front. Right? Again, this becomes a code for Jewish infiltration of the West, European society. Right? That's bullshit. Most likely cowardly as hell, you know what I mean? Again, this one's got to be, you know, tied to that family. Got to be his name there, Lorraine. The 6 and 7. You know, the 6 and 7. So again, it's like the hex idea. So whatever this character was dealing with was war poetry. It was part of the hex. Like I say, this was one of the ones who was given the idea, similar to news reports of the, you know, what we're getting on with the wars going on. Right? You know, clearly a Jew, you know. But he was angry and compassionate poems about World War I. You know, the sort of horror of war and all this idea is similar to what you get now. Right? You know. basically just making it up as he went along. Of course, claiming he was basing it on his own experiences of being in these battles and that thing. Of course, when they were not a Jew to tell the truth, let him put out. You know what I mean? Here's one of the famous poems by the Sassoons. There. Of course, you got that movie They Live, you know, which is about them aliens and that, right? There. So if that's from the perspective of a Jew, it would be like the non-Jew there. Or if it's from the perspective of a non-Jew, it would be there, as in Jews. Like a dualistic thing in that. Of course, TH. Jack, the Jack as in the fake. So no doubt his character was in liar, His poems were just made up. They weren't based on his own experience or whatever. Child's Prayer, Mystic as soldiers. Wanderer, not Jewish. Absolution. Very Jewish ideas, really. On atrocities. I've seen that one many times. Atrocities committed by soldiers in war. Right? And Hex. Just wondering if this special air service region is something to do with them. Maybe it's the UN, this unit of the British Army thing, because this was involved in a few hoaxes. Like the Libyan embassy siege. Again, the two wings. The flying idea, like the trans. Right? Who Jew dares wins. Jew dares wins. Jews. Jew dares Jews. See what I mean? So, maybe these are owned by them or something. Science analysis system. Here's a few Sassoons right here. Obviously that Vidar Sassoon. That was very famous in Europe and that in the 70s type of thing. It's David Sassoon, this sort of view is quite in not like a big figure. Sassoon sisters. Definitely the trans program. $3 hairstylist. Looks kind of Indian then. See, going right back up the date. This one, 1977, Jew Code. S.G. Warburg, director of the banking firms, still active to this day, in the Jew network.